In this series, my brother and I will be playing in a best-of-1 format with all cards unlimited up to OPO4. The kicker is that we will be spinning a wheel each episode to determine which leader our deck will be built around, who will take the helm of their ship and pilot it to victory. This is the One Piece Captain's Wheel. What's going on, y'all? It's GumGumTCG here, back again with another episode of Captain's Wheel. Man, I hope y'all enjoyed that last one last week. We finally spun some OPO4 leaders, had a little anime kind of game going on there. It was a lot of fun, and I finally broke that loss streak. How you feeling, man?
All right, man. All right. I mean, I had VV last week, and it's tough, man. I mean, it's a tough leader. Like, it's got an advantage engine built into the leader, but you lose so much not being able to attack with leader. So, you know, she's a tough build, but we'll get back to it this week. I'm planning on another 3-0 win streak. So.
Oh, is that right?
That's right.
All right, I guess we'll see. Well, are you ready to get into these spins and see what we get?
Yeah, absolutely. Let's hop over into the wheel and see what leaders we get this week.
All right, man. I'll see you on the other side.
See ya. All right, guys, we're back another week. Took the L last week. VV, like I said in the intro, it's just not the best deck. It's just an uphill battle most of the time. So hopefully we spin something kind of strong here. We've been spinning some fun leaders. We keep spinning leaders from the same set, which I think is interesting. If we can keep that happening, that'd be super neat. But let's give this wheel a spin and see what we get. Oh. My turn to play Katakuri. Okay. Let's give it a shot.
All right, y'all. I got the wheel pulled up here. We were able to clean it up last week with purple, yellow, crocodile. And I'm interested to spin another new leader. You know, that'd be really cool if we spun something like Isho. I've been cooking some Isho lately on the sim, and it's been a lot of fun. I also really like to play Queen, but I guess we'll just have to see what we spin. You know, I won't be too mad at anything. Not too big of a fan of some of the structure deck leaders, but we'll spin something and see what we get, make it work. Let's give this a couple clicks, see what we land on. All right, we're slowing down. Oh yeah, okay. This is a really fun deck. The red-green Luffy leader is a lot of fun. There's a lot of power behind it with the supernovas and the red and green cards. I actually was testing this leader a lot during some of my first streams when I first started making content, and it is a lot of fun to play, and it has a lot of power behind it. Let's go ahead and get into the deck editor and cook up something great.
All right, guys, so this week we spun Katakuri. This is one of the strongest decks in the game, in my opinion, right now. In OPO4, we're in the middle of OPO4 right now. We're about to get the ST10 structure decks with the red-purple leaders. And in this meta, I mean, Whitebeard and Katakuri and Law really are the top dogs. So I'm feeling strong about this one, guys. I'm thinking we can take him down, especially if we get lucky with some triggers. But it all starts at building the deck, so we got to make sure we put something together that's going to be strong enough to win. I think it's a no-brainer. We're playing Big Mom Pirates here. You just play Big Mom Pirates in Katakuri. That's how you win. So we're playing Pudding. Pudding's a searcher. It's NAMI for the deck. We're 100% playing 4 of this broken card. If you have been living under a rock and don't know what this card does, it heals you 1 life card and trashes one of your opponent's life cards on play. What? Yeah, that's what I said when I first read it. So let's throw 4 of that in the deck. We're not going to miss Katakuri this time when we're playing yellow. We are going to play 8-drop Katakuri. Card is broken. And then I really like the big vanillas that Big Mom Pirates got this set. So we're going to play Randolph. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going to play Pero Sparrow. We'll probably play both Pero Sparrow because the 3 cost is just crazy out of life early. Really sets you up for a good late game. We're definitely playing Beji. That's like He's like the most broken 2K. Let's finish out our 12 2K counters. We don't talk about ratios very much in the deck building section, but something you guys should be thinking about when you're building decks is how many 2K counters you have. I'd say a good, safe, average number for most decks is going to be 12. 10 to 12 2K counters will be pretty good. You'll be drawing them often enough that you won't be missing them, but you won't be drawing them so often that you only have 2Ks in hand all the time. So we play the searchable 2Ks, so Big Mom, let's see, Strussen's really good. And then I'd like that other pudding. Where's that other pudding? The 2K pudding. Where's she at? Let's just type pudding. There we go. So we'll start with 12. If we need to cut back, we can, but let's start with 12. Let's play some of the crazy trigger cards like Thunderbolt. We'll throw a couple copies of Thunderbolt in the deck. Good way to clear blockers late game, or just pop anything mid game. Really strong, really strong. Yeah, we got our 2Ks, we got our Searcher, we got our Vanillas, we got our Bombs. We've got, 11 slots left in the deck? Let's play Brule. Is a really good card that you always play in Katakuri. We also want... we'll also look at trigger cards here, because really all we've got is Brule, Thunderbolt, Perospero, and Beji for triggers so far. So Shirahoshi is also an absolutely insane card out of trigger. Can decide games that strong. Oh my gosh, I almost forgot Sanji, dude. Sanji is the best card for from OPO4 for Katakuri. I can't believe I almost forgot to put that in the list. We build these lists fast, guys, so if we've missed any big important cards, like, we're doing this in the span of an hour, maybe 2 hours at most, so, and that's starting all the way to finishing, so sometimes we just miss cards. Like episode 1, I missed putting Katakuri in Arlong, which would have really helped me win that game. So that being said, we've got one more slot to fill. You know what I think would be really funny if we play one of the homies, just for giggles. Let's see. I know Napoleon makes your Lin a white beard, but we're playing Katakuri, not Lin for the leader. Where are the other homies at? Do they have... Yeah, oh, they do have homies as a type, so I can just type that. Let's see. We got Hera's Restand Law for Lin. We don't like that one. Zeus. This is the Banish one for Lin. And this is the double attack one for Lin. Screw it. Let's play the double attack one. If we get it, we get it. If we don't, we don't. But it's goofy. Yeah, guys, I think that's what we're going to take this week. We've got triggers. We've got searchers. We've got 2Ks. We got big bodies for the mid game. We got boss monsters for the end game. We got Shirahoshi to draw. We got Beji to put at the bottom of our life so we take it as our last life and maybe save ourselves. Like, this looks solid. And we got some fun in here with Prometheus. Let's play a Zeus too. Let's cut one card to play a Zeus so that we can have both the homies. Let's cut a Perospero. And you know what? Because we're playing one each of the homies, I really think we should also play 7 Lin. So let's cut a Shirahoshi and a single Randolph for 2 7-drop Lin-Lins. Yeah, this is it's strong, but it's got some fun, you guys. So let's hop back in with Jacob, give this a spin, and see if we can take him down.
All right, y'all. As you can see, I got the Monkey D. Luffy red-green leader pulled up here. And if you don't know what he does, because you might not see him, Law is the much more popular red-green leader, but Luffy has a lot of power behind him. He's 5K, 4 life, red-green, Activate main once per turn. You can rest 4 Dawn, and you set up to one of your Supernovas or Straw Hat Crew type characters cards with a cost of 5 or less as active, and it gains 1,000 power during this turn. So you have a lot of access to the green cards in the Captain Kidd structure deck. That Worst Generation structure deck is really powerful, and one of those big main cards is going to be Basil Hawkins. This card is crazy. You already get to swing at them twice most of the time. You know, if you swing into a character, he restands, and then you can swing into lead with it, and then you can use Luffy ability to restand him again. So that's incredibly strong. We're definitely going to pop him in here just for now. We're going to figure out some ratios here in a minute, but we're also definitely going to play Bonnie, play some Apu. Restand Law is really big, and then let's see, Blocker Law is really big. And then we got to look at, let's just type in Supernova, because there's a lot of Supernova cards that are searchable and super strong. So let's go ahead and toss in some of this Rush Luffy as well. He's super strong. And then we can also play a couple cool events like Red Hawk, Jet Pistol. Those are both searchable off of Bonnie. I think we should throw some Straw Hat Crew type cards in here, because we could play Nami and search for those as well. So, ooh, the film package is in here. That's kind of crazy. This only sets 5 or less as active, but Zoro from film is a 4. So we could definitely play that. X-Drake is also a good possibility. Beige is definitely going in here as a searchable blocker. Green Kid blocker seems really strong too. Give me just a minute. I'm going to think about this for a second. See if I'm not sure if I want to go towards this film direction, or if I want to play more of these Straw Hat Crew and the Worst Generation cards. Let me think about this. All right, y'all. So after thinking about it for a little bit, I was thinking back to some of the lists that I played on stream, and I'm thinking we're going to run that film package, because the decks that I was running were playing the film Nami to be able to search most of the deck, and you just have access to some really strong plays with that. You get to play the Luffy 7-drop, you get to play Zoros, you get to play Namis and Brooks, and that stuff has proven to be really strong in Kid decks as well as Dofi right now. So we're going to toss a couple of these in here. I'll figure out some ratios again here in a minute. We're definitely going to play Choppers. I like Beppo as well, because you can search him off of the Nami. Just another good target. Same with Gordon. He's a searchable 2K. So we play a whole bunch of 2Ks. We can play Jet Pistol. Excuse me. I think we're going to be playing some... some one Rad Beam. We're going to play a couple guard points. We're going to play some Rush Luffy's as well. And then some Zoro. Definitely got to play Zoro and some Basil Hawkins. Just make this list really tight and powerful. That's the goal. Very powerful. Restanding these characters to get multiple swings off on a turn. I think I'm going to cut this Zoro down a couple. Bump this Basil Hawkins up, because he's so strong in this deck. It's unbelievable. We got 7 more slots. Let's play a couple more Jet Pistol. That card's really strong. Let's play 2 more. We could also play 1 Jambe just for that final hit. And then I think we'll play a couple Brooks, because Brook is really good 2K as well, that you can search off a regular Straw Hat Nami, and can be really impactful sometimes, throwing him down on the field to get a couple Dawn stacked on some characters. And yeah, I think this is going to be the list, to be honest. Not really thinking there's anything else I want to play. We could play this Barto blocker as another chump blocker. Actually, we don't even have a chump blocker, so I might throw him in there, because that's pretty good. Yeah, let's take out this Jambe. We'll take out a Brook, and we'll throw in 2 blockers. I think I want to play Chopper, though, because I'd rather see him off a Nami and only have to pay 1 Dawn for him, instead of having to pay 2 for that Bart blocker. So The only other thing I could think of is playing the restand Bart. Stand some of these film cards back up, but I don't think that's going to come up too often. There is the other Bart blocker, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. Where is he at? Well, if I could find him. There he is. He's Supernovas in Barto Club. Okay. Yeah, I think this list looks good. Let's go ahead and save this, jump into some games, and let's take another win down this week. I feel like we got a really strong deck with a really strong leader, and we could easily take this victory. Let's get into it. All right, man. Back, ready to go. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good this week, man. I'm feeling good. Yeah. I don't want to say too much. I know I say that every week, but I don't want to say too much and spoil it, but I got a good one, so.
I got a good one too, man. I sent you a code. Let's go ahead and hop in here and see what you got.
Let's do this thing, brother. Oh.
You did get a good one.
I got a really good one this week. I mean, this deck is... I mean, I talked about it in deck build, but, like, this deck is taking over the meta in OPO4 right now, in my opinion. Like, it's not as strong as maybe Whitebeard or Law, but, dude, this deck goes crazy, especially if you hit triggers.
It really does go crazy, and I really feel like I should have won that one episode we played when I played Katakuri.
Yeah.
But I didn't get to see any of my 10 drops, man.
Yeah. I was playing, what was I? NAMI? Was that when I spun NAMI?
You were playing NAMI.
Yeah. But, well, you're going to let me go first. I like that. I will play a pudding.
Yeah.
And... I want to set up right, so I think
hard choice. I know you're not a yellow player.
Yeah, this is not a color that I've played with very much in the past, but recently I've been messing around with I wanted to kind of revisit Arlong, so I've been kind of messing with Arlong. I think it got some cool tech in OPO4 with, like, Yamato. You can play the Momonosuke Search 9-drop Yamato now. Like, there's a lot of cool stuff you can do in Arlong now, so I've been messing with yellow, but it's still new to me.
For sure.
And I've never played Katakuri, so this whole stacking the life thing is going to be a learning process as I go.
Yeah. Well, I'm going to start off with Nami, and I think to start it off, I'm going to take a Brook.
Okay.
Counter in my hand.
Yep. Makes sense.
I'll just pass it back to you, man.
Sure.
It's a little slow at the start, but we can build up steam pretty fast.
Definitely. Yeah, that's the thing about you spinning this leader is, like, you know, I come with Katakuri this week. You kind of know what's in my deck.
Yeah.
I have I mean, you could be playing anything in here.
Dude,
so.
Anything green or red.
Yeah. I think a guaranteed include in this color, in this leader, is like Basil Hawkins, because, like, dude, you can attack 3 times with Basil Hawkins with this leader, so that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
But
It's crazy.
I'm just going to slap you for 5. See what you do with it.
Dude, if you do it right and you play the restand law, you can attack with Basil Hawkins 4 times.
That's true.
Yeah. It's kind of crazy. 5 at me. I think I am going to defend, because I know you're just going to drop that Sparrow on the field.
Yep, that's what's coming next, so.
Alrighty. Well, I'm going to hit you for 5.
You're going to hit me for 5. I don't think that's very nice.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive, man.
We'll take it.
Sure. No trigger?
No trigger.
That's good for me.
It is good for you.
I guess I'm going to reveal the spice to you. I'm going to play Nami, and I'm going to search.
This is kind of what I was scared of when I saw this leader as soon as we queued up the game here, because this package is strong. No doubt about it.
I'm going to take that Chopper 2K.
Yeah, absolutely. Makes sense.
And it's your go.
All right. I'm going to draw and get my Dawn. Think for just a second. But I think I know what I want to do here.
gonna play the Randolph.
Yeah, I'm gonna poke you 5.
I'm gonna give you that chopper I just found.
Sure, I'll hit you again.
We'll take that one.
And yeah, you called it a mile away. There's the Randolph. These new vanillas for Katakuri, I think, are what make the deck so strong in OPO4. Because I think
for sure.
What it was lacking in O3 was like a mid game. Like you had early game with Pudding, and you had Sparrow and Cracker and that kind of stuff, but you had nothing to do on like 5 to 6 Dawn. And now you've got Randolph, or you've got Sparrow, or you've got, I've even seen some lists teching in like Opera. So if they hit 4, they've got a vanilla they can drop. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
All right, man. I'm going to go into the Sparrow.
Do I want to defend something that will just give me a free card in hand? You know, I don't think I do. I think I'll just take the search here. Yeah, 10 Mom works.
10 Mom works. We're going to get in there for 5 again, do another search.
Yeah.
And the cool part about this Nami is she's not once returned, so you can swing with her multiple times and just grab shit.
Oh.
I'm going to take this Brook.
That's nasty. I didn't think about that. Oh. 5. I'll give you the Pudding.
Cool. I think I led you on there a little bit. I'm not going to restand that Nami. I'm going to go Brook into Rush Zoro for another 5.
Oh, left one up. Maybe he has a Nami. Could have a guard point. Yeah, let's roll the dice. See if we hit a trigger. We do.
Usually do, honestly, man. You play so many of them in that deck. And I'll pass it.
All right. So let's try to do a little cleanup here. Let's go 7 at your Nami.
7 at Nami.
Give me that guard point. I know you got it.
And you're at 7. Probably gonna drop that Mom on me.
Good.
Yeah, you can have that Nami.
Sweet. I'll take it. I'm gonna put a Dawn under leader, and I'm gonna go at Zoro. And I think I'm gonna look at my life here. See, this is the part of playing Katakuri that I don't know how to do.
Yeah.
We'll leave that there.
Leave it there. I'm just gonna let him go too.
Cool. And then we were talking about those vanillas, man. There's another one for you.
Yeah, they're strong for sure. All right. 8. Let's go 5 at you. Got that Uzi Vert looking Brook on the field.
I'll give you another Sparrow 1K.
Yeah. Then I think. 8. Let's try 5 again.
I'll counter.
Okay. The plays with this deck are interesting.
I bet, yeah. Yeah, this is the Luffy. I've never touched this leader, but I've always thought it was really cool. I just, when you talk about competitiveness, Law is just the better red-green leader, unfortunately,
Yeah.
like by a landslide. But
Yeah, that's what I was saying in my
that's
deck
okay.
profile.
Not everything is meant to be super hardcore competitive all the time, so.
Yeah, and then let's lead with that Hawk.
Yep. I had a feeling he was coming, so we'll draw up, draw our Dawn here, and then let's see if you just give me this for free.
Yeah, you took the NAMI, that's okay.
I kind of figured. Let's go. Let's go 6, 7 at your brook. Let's see. We'll leave that there.
Yeah, I'm gonna give you the Brook too.
Cool. I am just going to.
Katakuri put my Brulee back.
Yeah, that's my plan. Yeah, I'll put that on top and throw it over.
Didn't even hit me with the vanillas.
No, you've got a Basil Hawkins on field, sir.
I do, but still kind of strange you didn't hit me with either of them.
I got a plan.
Yeah, I bet it's 10 drop Big Mom, 10 drop Big Mom, 10 drop Big Mom.
It's a little telegraphed, but I do have a plan.
Alright, well, I gotta think about my turn for a second here.
Take your time. Yeah, you're in a tough spot. I mean, if you want me to be honest, I hate Katakuri. I think it's a very powerful deck on its own, and then you add the trigger element, and then it just gets super strong out of nowhere. And,
Yeah.
10 Mom is just for lack of a better term, it's a toxic card. Like, it's very, very strong.
It really is. I just released a ban list prediction video, and I've been getting some hate for my opinion on Tin Mom. A lot of people are like, Katakuri doesn't top that much. I'm like, I feel like it tops enough. And
Yeah.
that card's very, very powerful.
I mean, Katakuri is the only deck that this game has seen so far that, like, consistently tops regionals. Not as much as red, but it's the only color that isn't red that has done that, really.
Yeah.
So, there's arguments to be had, but that being said, I don't think anybody can look at Ten Mom and say that's not a broken card.
Yeah, no, it's very strong.
Yeah. Healthy for the game, up for debate, but it's incredibly powerful.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go 7 at this pudding.
Yeah, let me think on this one. I might give you 3 cards out of hand for a 2K.
Do it. Then we'll go 7 at you.
Yeah, I'll take it, give you the Brulee on field here.
And let's go 7 again.
This one I'm gonna think on. I'm gonna block this one.
Yeah. Then we'll go Luffy
Yeah,
into Zoro.
sure.
And we'll pass it back.
You know what I'm noticing is people are finally starting to realize how powerful double summon is in this game.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Like I said, we're in the midst of OPO4 format when we're making this video, and one of the things that just got discovered for purple is that, and I shouldn't say just got discovered, but is starting to see popularity, is that ulti page 1 combo.
Yeah.
It's pretty nasty.
Yeah, I mean, Luffy into something, or Luffy into a Brook into Nami, or like you said, the ulti page 1, Sentomaru bring out a Pacifista. Like, it's all really powerful, man.
For sure. I'm gonna go 7 at your Hawkins.
7 at the Hawkins. Can't give it to you that easy.
Yep, I'm gonna keep going, so.
I know what's coming. So I give it to you that easy.
Okay. Try one more time.
You can eat that Luffy.
Cool. And then... yeah, can't hurt. Cool.
Take it.
Yeah, there it is. So...
yeah, I kind of figured.
Go ahead.
Yeah, man, that card's just really, really powerful.
It is. It is. And you know, like you talked about it in your ban list video, but I think even if they limit it to one, I mean, Big Mom Pirates has not one, but two searchers in putting in the 3 Parasphero. And, you know, like, yeah, it'll be harder to find it for sure, and you can't chain them and that kind of thing, but they'll still see it if it's limited, so.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, if I was playing against Katakuri and knew that they only had one Big Mom, I'd feel a lot safer and better about my chances, but it's
definitely
still scary, you know? You got to play accordingly for sure.
Well, go 1.
Yeah.
Into Randolph.
Sure.
Go into you.
Yep. Sure.
We'll go Luffy. Restand him.
Sure.
You for 8.
Yeah, I can't let you take 2. So, go like that. I'll let you clear one of my big bodies here with Zoro if that's what you want to do.
Go at you for 6.
It's okay.
Go at you for 5.
Take it.
Let's go Nami.
Yeah.
Get the Rad Beam.
Ooh. Strong.
Then we'll go Nami.
Yep.
And we'll get a Brook.
Ooh, you did the search with the Rad Beam in hand?
Oh, I just goofed, man.
Oops.
This game's over anyway. You got 3 big hits coming at me and probably 10 Mom. I mean, there's, like I said, unless you're playing another really competitive meta deck against Katakuri, you just kind of lose to Katakuri.
Yeah. I do have the other 10 Mom. I do also have the Katakuri. But I have something funnier.
Oh, yeah?
What about a Prometheus for double attack on your single life card?
You know, man, I think I'll take it.
And then, yeah, we'll just hit you big a few times, and that should secure it. Yeah, I was kind of bummed when I spun this one, man, because, like, it's strong. Like, it's good to take a win in Captain's Wheel again, but, like, I like when our games are back and forth in this series, and as soon as I spun it, like, if you didn't spin Whitebeard or Blue Croc or, you know, some kind of, like, upper echelon deck, like, I knew it was just going to be a landslide, because that's what this deck does.
It really is.
This deck will not lose to rogue decks for the most part.
No.
Like,
and it's not only just that 10-drop Big Mom. That Katakuri is really strong too, but that 10-drop, like, I mean, I talked about it in the ban list video. If you haven't seen that, make sure to go check that out. I'll leave that linked in the description below. But it creates a 2-life difference with a 12k body that is almost impossibly removed by anything other than Red Rock.
Yep. I mean,
and that's the problem.
You know, decks can find removal for it, but, like, if we're talking about Rebecca, you need 2 Orlumbus, and I mean, no, 2 Orlumbus doesn't even do it, really.
No, you only need the 1 Orlumbus.
Yeah, I mean, if you're playing Truno Bastardo, yeah, I forgot about that card. But,
yeah,
like,
if you play that and you have the 15.
For the normal way that they KO stuff, like, with Kyros and Leo, they can't touch it, you know, and it's just
not possible.
Yeah, but what I am realizing dipping into yellow is that this color has some of the coolest and most big brain plays, in my opinion. Like, like just putting that Brûlée back. I mean, it's obvious when you're sitting there looking at it, and I'm going into my 9-Dawn turn, and there's a Brûlée on field. Nothing on your board was a threat. Of course, I'm going to put the Brûlée in life, but it's no other deck in the game can do anything even kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's basically getting extra functionality out of your cards other than just counter or play them, which is all that we've had up to this point. So
Yeah.
Yep. But good game,
Well,
man.
Yeah. I wanted to conclude this episode by saying I think on the next episode of Captain's Wheel, we are going to have the first ever banning and limiting of cards.
Oh.
Yeah. I really do think that yellow Big Mom in this kind of sealed environment, there's only 3 leaders for it. However, if you spin one of those 3 leaders, it's kind of a blowout.
Yeah. I mean, it just is.
I really think that that's one of those cards that, for a fun format like this, if you just spin one of those decks, other than the one scenario where you had Nami against Katakuri, it's going to be a blowout every turn.
Absolutely.
Or every time.
Absolutely.
And I think we can talk about that more on the next episode, and maybe a couple other cards that we might need to let go. But for now, I really hope you all enjoyed the video, and if you're liking this series, make sure to share it with your friends. We're really trying to get this out there and show people that there's more on YouTube than just the everyday competitive content. So if you're liking it, please make sure to share. Make sure to hop in my Discord if you want to be a part of our community. We're trying to grow that to 100 members. Once we hit 100 members, I'll be doing a free box tournament on there. So make sure to get in there before we hit 100. And yeah, any last words, man?
I'm sorry, did you say free box tournament?
Yeah, free box tournament. I'm going to buy a box. I'm going to host it. It is US only. I cannot ship out of the US. I'm sorry about that, but it's so expensive to do that. But if you are in the US and you get in that Discord before we hit 100 members, you're more than eligible to enter for that tournament.
Well, heck yeah, man. Great match this week. We'll get back at it next week. And like I said, I'm going for 3-0 again, baby.
Yeah, man. I mean, you got a good start with the Katakuri.
Absolutely, brother. Well,
all right. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe. We're on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and we're about halfway there. So if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe, and we'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.